Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm My Big Blaze and today we are talking about one of the biggest pain points in every season: how to spend your crests. We are now almost 3 weeks into the season and a lot of players are feeling the bottleneck. We've got decent gear drops but not nearly enough crests to upgrade everything you want. So, how do you know what's worth upgrading and what should you hold for a later time? Let's break it down. If you find this guide helpful, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out and let me keep bringing you a lot more content. Before we dive in, I just want to say this: every player can spend their crests however they like. At the end of the day, it's your choice whether you want to use them right away or save them for key upgrades. Personally, I like to min-max whenever I can, but if you prefer spending them immediately, think of my advice here as a guiding lines to help you get the most value. So, as we all know, crests are capped per week. You only get a limited amount from Mythic Plus, raid bosses and other sources. That means no matter how much you farm, you will always be short if you try to upgrade every single piece right away. So the real key to staying ahead is spending smart, putting your crests into the biggest power increases first and avoiding upgrades on things that are going to be replaced soon. So what should you actually spend on? Here is the priority list. First is weapons. Weapons are hands down the best value for crests. They give you the biggest stat bump for the cost. So if you've got a solid weapon drop, that should be your first upgrade. Do know that if you don't have a mythic weapon yet, crafting one is by far the strongest thing you can do with your crests. Second in the prior list are trinkets. Strong trinkets can completely change how your spec feels to play and they scale extremely well with item level. If you picked up one of the good raid or mythic plus trinkets, that's absolutely worth investing crests into. Third on the prior list is chest, legs or head. Those pieces give you the most stats per item, so upgrading them gives you better overall value compared to smaller slots. Overall, if you really want to min-max, the best advice I can give you is to only spend crests on items that are 3 out of 6 hero track or higher. The only exception will be best in slot trinkets or weapons that are hard to get. Now, what about the stuff you shouldn't touch yet? One of them is low item level or filler pieces. If you've got random drops that you will replace soon, it's usually not worth upgrading them. The exception is if they are already 3 out of 6 on the hero track or higher. In that case, using crests isn't a waste because when you eventually replace the item, the remaining upgrades will only cost valor stones. Another thing you can wait on is crafted gear. Sparks are limited, so you want to make sure your crafted pieces are in the right slots before you commit your crests. Don't upgrade a filler craft unless you're confident it will last. When it comes to crafting specifically, there are a few important things to keep in mind. The ratio wrap is a permanent item, the belt will last for some time, and the raid boots are beasts for most classes. Because of this, after you have crafted your weapon, you actually have a lot of flexibility with your next crafted pieces. Just make sure you're thinking long term before committing crests. If you've got a little patience, here are a few quick tricks to make your crest go a lot further. The first one, plan around the Great Vault. If you're expecting a weapon or a tier piece from your vault, don't waste crests upgrading something in that slot the week before. Wait and see if you can get the upgrade for free. The second thing is to target specific drops. If you know a piece is best in slot and farmable, hold crests until you get that drop. Don't upgrade a mediocre piece just to replace it days later. And the last tip is to upgrade only strong pieces. As I mentioned earlier, the best rule of thumb is to spend crests on items that are already 3 out of 6 hero track or higher. That way, you're only investing in gear that actually worth keeping. So to sum it all up, upgrade your weapons first, then focus on trinkets, and after that go for the big stat slots like chest, legs or head. Everything else, hold off until you know it's a long-term piece. Spending your crests wisely now will keep you competitive and stop you from wasting upgrades on gear you will replace next week. I hope this guide helped you out. If it did, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. I'll be covering more Season 3 tips and guides as we go deeper into the season. Thank you for watching, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.